Our goal here at the Constitution Center is to provide an atmosphere in which teachers can come to the center and hear from scholars who are experts in the field of constitutional history, constitutional law, and take that content back to the classrooms. ABOTA, as you can see, is the American Board of Trial Advocates. Dan came to us and said, we'd like you all to help us with a workshop geared specifically at constitutional history and law for teachers in the area. And we were more than pleased to work with him to put this together. So today, we are going to do a tour of the center. Then we'll have Professor Akil Amar, and we'll wrap that all up with a Q&A session, but also classroom applications. Because how am I going to take the content that I'm learning today and take that back to the classroom? And that's what we try and do here at the center with our teacher workshops.
In terms of the Bill of Rights, I should say that this guy here, the dissenter, George Mason, and the little guy up front standing next to Washington, James Madison, those are the two most important people with respect to the original Bill of Rights.
I really can't tell you how fortunate we are at ABOTA and how lucky we are to have had this opportunity to partner with the National Constitution Center. It is a wonderful opportunity for us and something that we are very grateful for and really hope it does grow in the future. Just a word about ABOTA, the American Board of Trial Advocates. It is a group of attorneys who are trial lawyers from all sides of the bar. So lawyers who traditionally represent plaintiffs, lawyers who traditionally represent defendants, corporate lawyers, all sorts of lawyers who find themselves in a courtroom are members of ABOTA, experienced trial lawyers. We really have two goals at ABOTA, two primary goals. The first goal is to promote civility in our profession, to raise the level of integrity and civility among trial lawyers throughout the country. That's goal number one. But goal number two, and just as important, is a goal designed to increase and enhance scholarship regarding our Constitution. And that really is the primary goal of ABOTA, and that's the reason that we're here today. One line from the America's Constitutional Biography, which sort of motivates why we're here today, anyway, as the folks who represented us from ABOTA. Akil writes that his largest claim regarding his work is simply this: America's Constitution deserves careful study and still has much to teach us if we would but listen.
A Constitution ultimately exists to exist. Lincoln understood this, you see. It cannot die. If it dies, then all of the clauses that you like die with it.
Our Federal Bill of Rights plays an enormously important role, not only in our nation's political and institutional life, but also, and more broadly, in defining our values and ideals as a people. The constitutional principles under which we operate today, principles contained both in the body of the Constitution and in the Constitution's amendments. Those principles were hardly written in stone. The framers of the Constitution and the framers of the Bill of Rights in that first Federal Congress had created a more perfect union. But over the course of our history, the job of making our union more perfect still has been a continuing one.
We love to have these thematic teacher workshops. It's nice for them to come and actually sit and listen to experts in the field.
The opportunity to talk with and hear from Professors Beeman and Amar is amazing, and their scholarship is very insightful, intellectual, thoughtful, but also very accessible.
I teach American history and government, and we read the Constitution, including the Bill of Rights. That's going to give me a lot of questions to ask the students and let them answer for themselves.